In a year where rich storylines continue to be produced, Bathurst did not disappoint with Group 1 upsets, fairy tales and local heroics on another memorable Gold Crown program. Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Sprint Lane. I'm Paul Cochrane, and it was a night to remember for Rickie as a new stable star etched his name into Group 1 folklore in the Gold Crown final.
And going for home, Tardelli. Sweetheart Bart's up on the inside with Naturally Gifted. There's no Petrarca for the moment, but this could be a famous double coming up for Rick Alchin. He's got the double all right. Tardelli too good. Tardelli beats Naturally Gifted. Camera third. Petrarca flashed home at Sweetheart Bart. What about that? Rick Alchin, he is trained and he has driven a Group 1 double and picks up the big one, the Gold Crown with Tardelli.
If some thought that was a boil over, it was nothing compared to the first of the Group 1s for the night, the Gold Bracelet final.
Soho Rhapsody, 100 metres left to go. Here comes another big boil over. Soho Rhapsody goes home to win the bracelet. Second home, Just Hope. Come Say Hi, flooded home for third.
So 2 Group 1s for Rickie Alchin, and in between, a local stable brought the house down, starting with Rip in the Gold Chalice final.
But it's Group 1 glory for Dougie. Down to the line and bolts in. They will party in Bathurst town tonight as Dougie Hewitt picks up a Group 1 with Rip.
A maiden Group 1 for Doug Hewitt, driving for his dad Bernie. Less than half an hour later, Bernie did the driving himself in the Gold Tiara.
Having another dip on the outside is Eve Crocker. Jill Melody and Eve Crocker in a soul-stirring struggle. Eve Crocker makes one last dive. Too late, I reckon. I think on the inside, Jill Melody has beaten Eve Crocker.
Just fantastic scenes, those. In a career that spanned decades and yielded more than 1,500 wins, it's fair to say the Hewitts have never had a half hour in racing quite like that. Made even better by doing it on their home track. Congratulations to everyone involved. Now, making it even better, Doug and Bernie were back in race 9, winning with Jungle Baby. Another famous Bathurst name enjoyed success in the Group 2 Gold Tiara Consolation. Amanda Turnbull driving Windy Hill Tara to victory for her father Steve, while the Gold Crown Consolation was won by A Rup Stride for Nathan Jack and Darren Binskin.
Any number of hopes, but A Rup Stride maintains the momentum, kicks clear, and A Rup Stride too good for Prince Louis, Smooth Buzz Captain Foxtrot.
Now, speaking of Darren, he enjoyed a big achievement at Menangle on Tuesday, driving his 1,000th career winner on Scenic Sky.
Fixon gets a middle split, but they're all chasing in vain because Scenic Sky too good, wins another one.
They notched some quick times there at headquarters on Tuesday. Wow, he's a rock star. Well and truly lived up to his name with a big win for Blake Fitzpatrick and Sophia Arvidsson. Some big margins too. Sean Grayling sat in the chair on Yankee Ideal and won this one by 22 metres. Jason Grimson drove for Brad Abbott and steered Join the Queue to a 10-metre win, his first since December last year, while Rickie Alchin put on a clinic with his super impressive trotter, Tough Love.
And this is an easy one for Tough Love. Wins another one, Tough Love first.
On Saturday night, Cameron Hart had a driving double, winning the Group 3 Autumn Gift final in what was a Jason Grimson trained Quinella.
Firefox has a fight on its hands. Stingray Tara's got it cold. Stingray Tara went on by it.
A driving double for Gavin Fitzpatrick as well. The first of those on the stable's Carnival of Miracles charge, JOK, who's continued to put together a really solid set of results this campaign, while Amanda Turnbull dominated the Club Menangle Country Series final.
And Beale Street comes down to win. Kalani Courage gets going late to grab second. Third home was Mr. Fire and fourth.
We got through 5 races at Goulburn on Monday before the weather had its say. Long enough for the Tian Sutton trained winner Motza to win his second race in 5 starts. And you would have been winning a Motza if you snapped up the $71 starting price. Josh Turnbull snared a training treble at Junee on Tuesday. Aurora Reason winning the second race of his career back at Bathurst on Wednesday. And Mark Hewitt had a training driving double secured by the third race on the card. By race 4, Blake MICALLEF had notched his 150th career win.
Comanche Warrior, stand and deliver. Comanche Warrior though, first over, Comanche Warrior.
Brad Elder saluted on the odds-on pop Booker Bay at Newcastle on Friday, winning that one by 10 metres. While Cameron Hart clocked up the case, he drove in the first 2 races on that program, won the first, then hit the road to drive in Bathurst Gold Crown program that night. The closest finish of the night, part of a training double for Kerry-Ann Morris.
Glenn Ford trying to go with it. Polka Delight and Glenn Ford. Polka Delight too good.
And of course the build-up to the Easter Group 1 Riverina Championships continues. Blake Jones warmed up with a treble at Wagga on Saturday.
It's Blackjack's clinging on though. Odds-on favourite wins the last over Have a Nice Day and also Vin Number. Close up there, Tommy's Luck.
Before I go, a tribute to the much-loved Our Uncle Sam, who has been retired by the Frisbee team in Bathurst. He finishes his career with 24 victories, a second in the Inter Dominion, and more than 700 grand in stakes prize money. Sadly, we're also farewelling 2 wonderful people from the harness racing fraternity who sadly passed away in recent weeks. Kevin Hayes was a highly successful owner and trainer who certainly left his mark on our industry. We also acknowledge the passing of Dr. FRAN HAUSFELD, who was a prominent standard-bred breeding academic and had strong connections to the Moore family's Brooklyn Lodge in Bathurst. And our thoughts are with the loved ones of Kevin and Fran at this very sad time. Now have a great week ahead. Don't forget, you can see all the action on Sky Racing. I'll catch you next week with a full wrap from the Sprint Lane.